are these what do you call it? These gene correlations. Some of them are called. There were three types. There was like reactive, active, and passive. Right. What does that mean? That means that we go out and selectively seek genetically favorable environments.
Absolutely.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
So this is really big. So it's how much is nature, but the fact that you seek. So a lot of your personality, as we see in children, is genetic. You are born with a certain personality. A lot of your brain hardwiring is pre-birth. So when your mother's pregnant, what happens during that period is extremely important.
Yeah.
But ultimately, what they saw is that the older you get, so let's say you survive the teen years, which amazing things happen at like a neurological level. You survive the teen years where basically your social brain and your empathic brain is growing immensely, and not so much your logical brain, literally like physically. You finish your teen years and you hit 20, 22, an age like that. From then on, you start unlocking genetics, unlocking genes that make you more like your parents. So yes, you do become your parents the older you grow. No, this is literally the case. So, for example, they say obesity is 70% hereditable. Right? And you're like, well, what does that mean? I mean, if I get a child and I, get them really small and I teach them how to eat healthy and this and that, they won't put on weight. But you see, it's not only that, because, for example, when you eat, you get a certain, dopamine release, and that is genetically wired. How much dopamine do you get? How much food do you need to get that release? How much you self-control. A lot of it, and other than your actual biology, I mean, I'm talking about personality, this is genetic. So what you have is kind of like this domino effect, where the environment will trigger a certain genetic response, but then it gets multiplied, and family culture multiplies it tenfold. Do you understand?
So it's based on the biopsychosocial model, which,
yes,
for those who don't know, is basically the principle, the theory that your biology, your society, your psychology affects genes, gene activation.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, plays a role in the kind of human you're going to grow into.
Yeah.
That brings it back to stress, because I deal with people with a lot of stress, and stress can activate the obesity gene,
Yes.
the cancer gene.
Yes.
There's just so many things within us and around us in our environment that can trigger these genes that can help us or impair us in a way.
Yeah.